Good.
Welcome to Meyer Sports of All Sorts.
Welcome back, everyone. We're compiling the ultimate sports list tonight, and certainly the World Series has to show up on that list somewhere. Reds are working right now at getting there. Was it the All-Star snub that had Joey Votto a little unsettled? At the start of this game, he was called out. Joey thought the ball was low. He argued, he threw his helmet, and he got kicked out of the game. Tyler Colvin hit a home run in the second off Mike Leake, but Drew Stubbs got one of those runs back with a home run in the third inning. Then in the fourth, Ramon Hernandez hits a ball hard to right center field. This one's going to run to the ivy. Here comes Cabrera. Here comes Paul Janisch. The Reds move in front of the Cubs. Leake started to settle in. He went 6 innings. He gets Marlon Byrd to end the 5th inning. Then in the top of the 6th, Paul Janisch started a day in which he had 4 hits, 2-run home run, a no-doubter to left, and the Reds have a 5-2 lead. Then it just got silly like sometimes it can at Wrigley Field. Brandon Phillips, a home run in the 7th. That was a solo shot. Donnie Gomes right down the line and left. That's a 2-run shot. That came in the 7th. So did this. Corky Miller goes down and puts this one out of the park and into the street. And they weren't done yet. Drew Stubbs had a power day at the plate. This was his 2nd home run, a 3-run job in the 7th. He hit a 3rd home run in the 9th, and the Reds just clobbered the Chicago Cubs 14-3. Well, we're past the halfway point of the season. We're looking for your ultimate sports list. What event do you want to be part of? What stadium do you want to see? 749-9999 is our telephone number. SOAS@WCPO.com is our email address. The World Series came in at number 8. One of the things, a classic, but do you think that maybe represents that it's not, a lot of young people aren't into baseball like they used to be?
I think there's a certain, unfortunately, because I grew up with baseball as my favorite sport.
Yeah.
I went to the 70 World Series. I think that was probably the second one of these events that I went to. But I do think that, we talked before the break that this is a fluid list, and maybe the World Series would have been a little bit higher 20 years ago, and it might not quite be as high, unfortunately, 10 years from now if we do it again.
Is this list include places you want to go? Like, I've been to Wrigley, but I've never been to Fenway. Do you do things, venues like that people say, I really want to see a game there?
Absolutely, because the way I look at it, the way we looked at it as we set this up is Wrigley in and of itself is a destination. Fenway in and of itself is a destination. So those are in as venues. So if you look at the list, most of the 150 fall into one of 3 categories, either really 4 categories: championships, which would be like the World Series; rivalries, which would be like Ohio State, Michigan; races, the Derby or the Indy 500, the Tour de France; or venues. And we've got a handful of venues on there, and they're worth a visit just in and of themselves. You don't have to have a great game going on there. And we cheated a little bit because, to me, Lambeau Field's a destination that you want to go see. But there's also a great rivalry game there, which is the Packers-Bears. So we combined them, and we said Packers-Bears at Lambeau Field. We did the same for Duke-Carolina at Cameron Indoor.
Yeah. I have to think there's some college football games that do that, a Texas-Oklahoma or something, maybe at Notre Dame or something of that sort.
Well, Notre Dame Stadium made it, as a venue. I don't know if we had any, off the top of my head, if we had any combinations out of college football, but we had a lot of rivalries on there, and we actually had a lot of stadiums on there. LSU Stadium made it, Tiger Stadium, Memorial Stadium at Nebraska, Camp Randall up at Wisconsin. Some of the videos we have on that one are hilarious, and that's all about the